Oh, welcome back. Today's project is our John Deere 2020. One fender's off because it's right there. That's today's project, fixing fenders. I already started on it. Plating there rusted through. The webs already patched there, and I cut that spot out. Still have to do the other one. Originally started because it had the lights bolt right here, and the wires are supposed to run down through the webs, and the wires had been apparently chafed through or something, and they weren't working, and they had wires run down the side. You can see I welded the hole in where they had clamps, but with tire chains on it, they're so close to it, the fenders, that the previous owner said it ripped the wires out of it. Well, they weren't hooked up and ripped out, so I take that as the truth. So I took them off and was gonna put the wires back in it, but you can't get the wires down through it because they're so full of rust and stuff. So I heated them up and got the rust to fall out of them, and I found that they were getting rusted through. So I start repairing that. And I hemmed and hawed about whether to repair the fitting spots in it now or later, which it's getting done now. Because the plan is to paint this tractor some point. So I did this web, I gotta do this one and grind up the welds here. And then I gotta weld this patch in here. So I still have to do the other fender. Maybe I'll get some more footage of that when I get to it, but I gotta get a piece cut out for this, and then I guess I'll bring you back and see what I'm doing when I get on that. That was the first time I did it. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. The next one will be a little better. I had to see how I was gonna do it. I heated it and hammered it over it, but I'm gonna try something different this time, see if I can get a little tighter to it. I mean, it looks worse on camera, I think. Well, let's see. It came out fairly good. It's the light in the shop isn't the best for filming, but well, I should actually turn the other lights on. I will when I bring you back. Alright, I'm gonna get a piece cut out for that, and then bring you back when I get. I guess I'll start with that web. That's the annoying part. See, they are, if you can see, you can't tell with the back in it, but there's a gap where it rose, so it allows more stuff in it, not just the bottom and the top. So I hammered this one down playing with it. I think I'm going to weld them in to keep the crud out of it. See if it helps. And then the top, I might caulk the wires in to keep water out of them, and then leave the bottom open for them to drain. Although this tractor's a 1967 and it's just getting a little rusted through. I suppose it's not too bad. But I'm gonna fix it as perfect as I can. So, alright, I'll be back. Here's the beginnings of it. I bend a piece, I'm gonna tack that in there, and then I'm gonna start heating and bend it over. Last time I did it all there, I just heated it and bent it. Here I just bent it cold in the vise with a hammer. I think that'll make it quite a bit tighter. Roll to it. It's not perfect. I'm also not used to this welder at all. With the digital readout and everything. Figuring that thing out. It's new to me. But yeah, it's got a lot of thin spots in this stuff. Welding thicker metal to even thicker to even thinner. So it's 3 different thicknesses of steel. I'll grind it up where I can put the patches in. Yeah, somebody out there could have probably just made a whole new web, but I've seen them this way before, factory reinforced, so you never know once I finish up with it. And I welded in that gap there, so we don't have to worry about all the crud getting in there. Alright, time for the patch for that hole. spot welds, try and chase it out. Some sand in it. I'm gonna just throw some paint on it. Just keep it from rusting. The whole thing's gonna be surfaced down at paint at some point. I gotta do the other fender. Yeah. I'm probably gonna see about doing that differently. Save me a lot of damn time. There's one, and here's the other fender off. Show you before I mess with it. See how they get rotted through. This one's actually worse than the other one. The other one you didn't know it was rotted through till after messing with it. And see this side. This is actually rusted up higher.